Yeah, hi again. It's Gary Lange speaking from Top of the Range Builders, and we're out doing another episode of our Tradie Talk. We're out on one of our jobs today in Torrington and talking to one of our carpenters, Jimmy Manteufel. Jimmy's been with us a long time and has done a lot of carpentry and frames and houses with us, and we're going to come and have a bit of a look at what he does. So, Jimmy, what's the stage here today? When did you start doing the frame here?
Yeah, so we started here yesterday. We marked out all the walls on the slab here, and we've cut all the wall plates and marked all the studs out and windows and door frames, so they're all marked out ready to go. So we're here today nailing frames together and standing frames. Very good.
And so by the end of today you have most of the frames up, getting ready for the trusses?
Yeah. By the end of today we should have all the frames up and trusses turning up first thing in the morning, so we'll have it all plumbed and straightened and ready to go for tomorrow.
And what's your thoughts on, we're making, so at TRB we nearly always make our frames on site. It's very rare that we'll have a ready-made frame. We prefer to do it that way, but what sort of advantages do you think is doing that, Jimmy?
Yeah, well, I like to build my own frames. Pretty much we site and straighten every stud before we put it in the wall. So we're building houses out of timber, so of course they're not perfectly straight. So if there's a bent stud, we can throw it out and replace it with a nice straight one. So yeah, in my opinion, I think it is a lot better to build our own frames on site than it is on a production line. So yeah.
I think, and because you guys, as the carpenters, because what they do is they sight down the stud, looking to see for the bow in the stud. Now, if you don't put it in the right way, it means you've either got to pull it out later on or straighten it later on. Whereas you can control that more when you're making your own frame.
That's right. And when it comes to a window frame, if there's 2 or 3 studs in a row, we can sort of bow them against each other and with each other to sort of, when we nail them all together, they'll be perfectly straight. And when other frame companies they just chuck them in and they're all bowed the same way, and we could spend half an hour straightening one wall later on. So yeah,
very good.
It definitely makes it a lot easier in the long run.
Oh, that's wonderful. Jimmy, also, how long have you been working with as a carpenter now?
So I started my apprenticeship in 2003 as a school-based, and did my 4 years there, and I did 2 years of my tradie and went out subbing. I think it was probably 2012. I think I went out subbing, and I've been working for TRB pretty much the whole time. So it's been pretty much constant work the whole time. I haven't really had to go look for work anywhere else. So that's always
we try and keep everyone busy.
Yeah, it's really good.
What's working with TRB and that sort of stuff? What's the best thing about working with us, do you think?
I think it's the organisation. Everyone was so organised here, and everything's been put in place for it to all fall together, and everyone gets along. I think Gary and Steve's attention to detail too. They treat every house like their own. So when you get in your house built, Gary and Steve really have a hands-on approach, and because ultimately if you guys don't build, we don't have a job. So we try to do the best job for you guys as we can, and I think Gary and Steve are really hands-on with that.
Oh. Well, thanks very much. That's very kind words. Anyway, thanks, Jimmy, for having a chat with us today.
No
we're going to have a look at another few things on the frame in a minute.
No worries.